Hello everybody, this is Alex the Sauropod Titan here with another dinosaur review. It's been a while since I did a dinosaur review, and again, the Zoo and Camarasaurus are on their way, so don't worry about that. So I decided, since it's the weekend and not much to upload, I decided to do a review of the Carnegie camarasaurus, and as you notice, I have a circle of dinosaurs running just around here. I've noticed some add their little backgrounds. So I decided, I might have a bunch of dinosaurs. So if you want to comment, you want to see a review of any of these dinosaurs, just leave it in the comments. So camarasaurus, which name means chambered lizard, was a genus of sauropod that lived in North America and I think Portugal around 150 million years ago. And actually, apparently was the most common, I heard? Common species of genus of sauropod in North America. And I can't remember what else it lived beside. But again, lived beside Diplodocus, Apatosaurus, Hyperthamphosaurus, I can't remember the name of the other sauropod, Brachiosaurus and all the Stegosaurus and Allosaurus and Ceratosaurus, Torvosaurus and all that stuff. Now, we'll get to a bit of history with this figure. This has to be my favorite Carnegie model, and you're probably thinking, oh, why? Just because it's a camarasaurus? No, actually, it's a very special model to me. When I was 10, I went with my family to Drumheller, which is in Alberta, in the Badlands. And basically, I went to the Royal Tyrrell Museum. And I loved it. It was awesome. They even had a skeleton of a camarasaurus. And then afterwards, when we left, I went to the gift shop and I saw this figure there. And I was like, I really need to have that. It looks very awesome. And then we left. My foster mom, she got the figure and basically gave it to me when I went away to summer camp for the last week of summer. And I love this figure. Again, this is a different figure. The one I used to have had lots of scrapes, had lots of paint worn out, and really well played and loved with. But this is basically a model I got from Dean Jenkins. Again, why I don't have the original? It's in Alberta with the rest of my old stuff. I also had a Hyperthamphosaurus and some old safari figures there as well. So yeah, I know it's sad, but still, at least I got this figure again. And knowing now that Carnegie has gone out of business, you've probably seen me unbox this guy. And I gotta say, apparently this is one of the most accurate camarasaurus figures, and it's rare we actually get a camarasaurus. Because, again, we always get any other Jurassic sauropods, like Apatosaurus, Diplodocus, and Brachiosaurus. We never really get many of camarasaurus. And I heard maybe Safari might be doing camarasaurus. I'm really hoping so, because it's probably one of my favorite Jurassic sauropods. Let's look at that head sculpt. And I gotta say, this came out, 2002, I believe? And this is probably one of the best looking sauropods from Carnegie, and next to the Carnegie Brachiosaurus. And you can see here, superb sculpting on the head. The neck. I love this pattern though. It just stripes all the way down to the neck, and it's just, again, it makes it look a bit like a cow, but again, it's my opinion. And then we got the square shaped body here. Sometimes I actually pretended this as an Argentinosaurus, and I have my, I had a lot of fond memories with this figure. And we got the underside. We got the toes. Again, this was probably made before the whole sauropod had hoof-like feet. Again, this is pretty good for what you know. The back feet are accurate. They have the one toe claw there. You got the tail, which is pretty long. I think it's pretty good size tail. Sorry for that. Very good sized tail. And again, this has been discontinued, part of the Carnegie line, but you can pick it off of Dean Jenkins or just go on eBay and find one. I would highly, again, if you are a fan of dinosaurs or even Carnegie figures, I recommend getting this figure. Personally, this is my favorite Carnegie figure of all time. And again, if you agree with me, that's great. If you don't, then again, still at least get it. Give it a chance. I personally would agree. You have to get this figure. And it's probably one of the more accurate sauropods from Carnegie. Until hopefully we see Safari's other two sauropods, like that Titanosaur and possibly Camarasaurus or Jobaria. I don't know what it is yet, so don't ask what it is. Again, now, and let me just introduce you to the other dinosaurs around the table. And again, they'll change every time. We got the Papo-Ankylosaurus, the Papo-Carnotaurus, the gigantic Safari Limited Mamenchisaurus. I might do a review on that one next, depending on if you guys like this camarasaurus video. The Bullyland Plateosaurus, the Ankylosaurus from Carnegie, the Bullyland Arizonasaurus, the old Schleich Triceratops, and the Amargasaurus from Carnegie. So again, like, I personally would recommend this figure. It is a bit expensive. It's a pretty big figure as well. Like, compare it to, say, this year's Diplodocus. Like, it's at least almost, it's like 3/4 of the way, 3/4 as long as the Diplodocus from Safari. And personally, I actually would hope that Safari's doing a Camarasaurus for next year. Because at least, I would love that, because it's probably my favorite Jurassic sauropod, like I've said. And comparing it to this gigantic beast, my Mamenchisaur, I don't even know if I can get him all on the camera. Again, this guy, he just dwarfed, like, it's just dwarfed by him. But again, it's also a decent sized figure. If you want a decent scaled Camarasaurus figure, I definitely recommend Carnegie, since it's also the only Camarasaurus figure I know, besides Kyoto and then Geo World. I'm going to get into Geo World, but again, this has been my review on the Carnegie Camarasaurus. My next review will probably be on the Mamenchisaurus from Safari Limited, if you guys want to see that. So leave a comment if you want to see that video, or if you want to see, or anything like that. And I gotta say, and don't worry, I will be getting, the answer to Amargasaurus might arrive on Wednesday. I don't know for sure yet. And I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye.